Could you give a general description about your company?
Sure. NV Energy is the primary regulated utility in the state of Nevada. We have two operating utilities, one in northern Nevada near Reno and one in southern Nevada near Las Vegas. We have about 2.7 million customers, and we have a very active renewable portfolio standard where we are meeting or expecting to meet almost 25% of our energy needs by 2025 with renewable energy, including solar, wind, geothermal, which has been part of our portfolio for over 30 years, hydro, the entire portfolio of resources for renewables are here in Nevada, so we've been very fortunate.
Okay, well, as it comes to solar energy, as you know, it's very limited to certain states such as California, Utah, or Arizona, and yet Nevada has the biggest land for the plant system, but yet it hasn't, it's still at the beginning process of building those land, the empty lands that's just sitting there. So how do you how does MB Energy compare um, yourself to maybe companies such as Southern Cal, Edison, or other utility companies? And what do you think would happen for the future for solar energy in Nevada?
Well, the future is very bright for solar energy in Nevada. Nevada is a very large state, but it also has a large amount of federal government ownership. And here in the US, that actually has a significant permitting requirement. So each state will have permitting requirements, but then the federal government, because they have such a large presence here in Nevada, will also have oversight into some of that process. So we've seen over the last 10 years a lot more activity as the government is trying to become more efficient in how they've set up various zones within the state so that they can accelerate this process to develop the mass amounts of land that we have here in the state for renewable energy development. The great thing about it has been that as solar pricing has come down, there's more of an opportunity now to take advantage of that and create better value for customers throughout the region. So Nevada is a state of about 3 million people. So we are not as large as California by any stretch of the imagination. And because of that, we won't have as many different projects serving just Nevada. But the hope is that many developers will look at the land that we have here and the great solar resource and see that as an opportunity to serve outside of the state of Nevada.
Okay, actually, many people have been doubting in their common sense, thinking that renewable energies are not as efficient as non-renewable energies. Well, by being leader for the utility company that manages different kinds of both renewable and non-renewable energies, how do you compare um, maybe energies such as gas to renewable energies such as solar?
Well, the Renewable Portfolio Standard, the RPS, created a mandate, a requirement to meet a certain amount of energy with renewable energy. But once you meet the mandate, then you have to look at the renewable resources just like every other resource. So how is it going to create value for customers? How is it going to be a cost-efficient strategy? And as you see the different technologies, all of them sort of heading for different price points. So solar is coming down very rapidly. And that is a significant benefit for customers in places like Southern Nevada. Because as you look at those resources, and as people use more energy as time goes on, you can look at solar in comparison to other resources and it actually can compete favorably, hopefully. Because that's the ultimate goal, is to create the best value for customers. And as these prices come down on the different renewable resources, they create better value for customers.
Okay. And finally, how do you view the Global Solar Summit? I guess what I'm asking is, what do you think this network can maybe do for you or benefit Nevada or Nevada Energy towards the future?
I think the greatest benefit is just getting the development community, the manufacturing community, the construction industry here in Nevada to see the resources that we have. So that the value proposition, the value for customers, the value for the state is already here. And I think what we need to show the rest of the country and the rest of the world is what a tremendous benefit it is to come to Nevada and to put your resources here, whether it's a factory or whether it's a facility that will generate energy. Looking at this state and the amount of, as you mentioned, the amount of land that there is to offer, and also the significant resources people-wise that we have within the state that can be taken advantage of to really develop great value for not just Nevada, but for the entire area. So that may not be just California or Arizona, it may be the entire country. Because the one thing that we see is the energy needs all flow through a transmission grid and all just go to wherever the energy need is. And ultimately, when the value is there, when Nevada presents that value, which it does now, it's an opportunity for the entire state to develop the economy and develop resources that otherwise wouldn't be there.